You know, as we wrap up this Faith Forward series, I've been looking for ways to wrap it up in these daily video devos, and I think I found something really good. Listen to this. I've been reading this book, How Not to Save the World, by somebody from San Francisco called Hosanna Wong. And I really like this a lot, but I think you might relate to this section. She talks about how she went to a Christian college and everybody was talking about getting into youth ministry or saving the world or being a missionary or something. And then she talked about how when she saw her friends from Christian college later, she asked them, "Hey, what are you up to?" And discovered that many of them were actually not involved in ministry at all, not even as volunteers, and weren't even going to church. And it's not that they lost their faith, but listen to this. When asked where they were volunteering to help young people today, they weren't, because they hadn't found the perfect spot. When asked where they attended church now, they hadn't yet found a place where the teaching matched their preference or the worship style was what they were looking for precisely. We had all taken a number and were sitting in the waiting room for perfect. The lie that our next step must be perfect will stop us from taking any steps at all. This is good, isn't it? She goes on, "I used to believe the lie that I had to wait for the perfect situation to say yes to God, to have zero fears, zero doubts, to have all the perfect resources." Maybe you can relate. Perhaps you felt the need for a more put-together home before having your neighbors over. The perfect understanding of the Bible and the perfect answers to everybody's questions before hosting a small group. The most equipped and coolest volunteer team before volunteering on any team. Now, this is her, not me, but she says, "Where has our faith gone? We're assured in the Holy Scriptures He has delivered us from deadly peril, and He will deliver us again. On Him we have set our hope." The truth is, we're safer than we've ever imagined to risk, to embark, to take a step of faith. And listen to the way she wraps this up. She says, "We want to wait to say the perfect yes, but Jesus is just asking us to say the next yes." Maybe your next step is telling a friend, "I have an addiction. I need help. Will you help me?" Maybe your next step is tithing to your church. Hey, again, she said it, not me. Maybe your next step is inviting a couple of high schoolers to shoot some hoops with you on a Saturday and start a conversation. Don't be overwhelmed with fear of not making the perfect step. Just take the next step toward Jesus, the next step of obedience, the next step of faith. And I love that. That is how to live your life faith forward.